Ultra Access, Scaffold Technical Support.
UAVLOGZ 14, Scaffold Company Yards. The basics, prime locations to choose, and how to plan for operational expansion. The basics for Scaffold Company Yards are covered by the Workplace Health, Safety and Welfare Regulations 1992. These regulations apply directly to yards and classifies them as workplaces similar to warehouses and commercial units. Key elements include suitable and sufficient lighting, ventilation and temperature, floors and traffic routes that are suitable, free from obstructions, holes or slippery substances with effective drainage, good cleanliness and housekeeping with waste and spillages cleared promptly, accessible welfare including adequate toilets, somewhere for hand washing, the availability of drinking water and changing areas, especially important in outdoor scaffolding yards, where the operatives could become wet whilst working. Ultimately, if you operate from a yard, you, as the scaffold contractor, have a basic duty of care that all who enter, work in or visit your yard premises are safe from harm, protected from any hazards and with access to suitable and basic welfare facilities. The importance of prime locations are pretty self-explanatory, but we'll cover them anyway. The closer your yard is situated to main or major roadways, the quicker and easier your vehicles can get to and from the premises. Think where most higher-end commercial units or business parks are located, with them almost always close to A roads or motorways. This is not just for bragging rights. However, there is always a cost element, so it's advised to choose and plan wisely. Now, something that's quite often overlooked is the forward planning for the eventual and hopeful company expansion. Scaffold yards are generally in finite locations, meaning that there is not always the option to expand it due to other premises around you. You could also be under 12 months contract or longer, where you are, in theory, financially restricted from moving locations to something larger. Ultra Access would recommend that when selecting your scaffold yard premises, that's you. A. Select a location that is as close to a main roadway that your finances can realistically allow for. B. Plan ahead by selecting a location that is at least 3 times too large for what you already need, ready for when your operations expand. And C. Get your yard organised from the very start, with suitable access, protections and welfare facilities to keep you in line with the Workplace Health, Safety and Welfare Regulations 1992. We cannot stress enough how important it is to take the forward planning of your scaffold yard seriously. Not doing so can severely limit your company expansion and could become a logistical nightmare for you, your staff and your scaffold operatives. As the saying goes, prior planning prevents piss poor performance. Coming to the end of this presentation, we would like to add a cheeky plug for our PASAC auditing system, Preliminary Audit of Scaffold Safety and Compliance, carried out on behalf of UK scaffolding contractors who wish to join one of the British scaffolding industry trade bodies, either NASC or the Scaffold Association. There are 3 parts to this audit: desktop, yard and site, with our yard audit being extremely thorough, covering a far more in-depth run-through of what was briefly discussed here. Please feel free to get in touch to know more. Thank you for listening to this UAVLOGZ presentation by Ultra Access, brought to you by Jason Gibbs, Scaffolding and Safety Specialist.
Ultra Access, Scaffold Technical Support. proudly supporting the British scaffolding industry. With a selection of our services including guidance and advice publications, scaffold estimations, technical training and development, scaffolding inspections and compliance audits, scaffolding vlogs and videos, and UK-wide scaffolding consultancy services. Ultra Access, Scaffold Technical Support.